Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. Well, it seems that today we have a match. I was thinking it's tomorrow. I don't know why. The other day I checked the information and I read on Monday 12:30 we had the match, so I guess it was tomorrow. Actually, later I was looking for the information about the match, and it says, as I showed you this morning, or well before, it says 09:01, and then 12:30 or 6:30, and then I checked and I was wrong. It's the information of last year, so I'm really sorry. So we're going to do the pre-match of the match against Granada. But first, let me put the intro because I forgot it. So let's start. Well, with the pre-match, I should talk about Xavi's things, etc. The press conference we talked this morning, so I really don't have anything substantial to talk about, except for one thing, okay? As I told you this morning, Granada is the 15th. Their team, Robert Moreno, it seems that he's not finding the key to manage the team and bring it to the highest positions, not like last year. Last year, if I'm not wrong, they played the Champions League, the Europa League, if I'm not wrong, but I think so. They were fighting for high positions in this La Liga table. So it was really a good team. I don't know what happened, if because Munir left, but they still have great players, I think. I don't know which ones, but last year they had Granero, I think it was. I'm not sure. No, Granero, no. Well, I had another player quite good. So I'm surprised this change, but anyway, I'm sure that counting with Alex Collado will help them a lot to reach to the position they believe, no, they deserve. Not so low. Actually, Granada normally has been a team that it has been in the second divisions since a long time ago. Yeah, sometimes come up, sometimes go down, but lately these last years, especially with Robert Moreno on the bench, the team has performed quite well. They have stepped up, and they are a team like Osasuna, Bilbao. Sadly to say this, because I don't want to put Bilbao in the same status, because Bilbao has never gone to the second division. But for example, I cannot say the same, for example, about Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad lately has played quite well. Last year they were first of the table for long. This year the same. Actually, they've lost some positions now, but until a few months ago, until last month, they were playing quite good. Granada, not that good, but lately they have stayed in the first division, like teams in this moment, like Valencia, that sadly, that great Valencia that we had before, sadly now is not that in those positions, and we hope someday it comes back. No, or the same team as Huesca or Getafe, teams that they have established in the La Liga, not really fighting for the upper part of the table, but at least fighting for La Liga. But anyway, before starting with the starting 11, or talking about the combo, I want to talk about this man. I guess you don't know by that but by that face you can say, who is this? Do you know that here I don't like talking about other teams? I want to focus just in Barcelona because that's what I really like. No, I don't have any right to talk about Real Madrid, especially bringing this kind of t-shirts. No, and for that you have plenty of channels on the net. So. I'm not a fan, I don't want to do it, I will not really enjoy doing it, so no reason to do it. Anyway, as you can see there up, there is a shield, and it's Mallorca. A few days ago, we played against Mallorca with 17 players off. I mean, out, sorry, not off, out. Because injuries, because of COVID, because of many things, okay? And then we won 1-0. Perfect. we had two chances. Luke de Jong in 1 minute, I remember in the minute 28, almost scored 2 goals. And lightly in the 44, with a great header, he scored the only goal that summed up to the result. And then we won 0-1. Perfect. Suddenly today, I read a news that it made my mind explode. And the news, don't tell me, take it away. Well, I think I didn't save it. Well, I'm going to look for it now. And I will try to translate it as good as I can, because I'm not sure I will be able to translate. But it was really, really insulting for Barcelona, I think, in my opinion. If I cannot find it in Barcelona, I will find it in Mallorca, that's for sure. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so he was asked about Xavi Hernandez. I don't know why they asked about him. And suddenly he said he started winning the match in the press conference before the match. He knew that the match couldn't be suspended or postponed. You remember, Xavi Hernandez wanted to postpone the match because he didn't count with 17 players. We had just 13, plus, I don't know how many teams, but maybe 10 players from second team. Second and youth teams, because Ilaix or Gavi come from youth teams. They don't count. They've never played in the second team. Then what? Then he has said Gavi didn't play. I give you an example. No? And then he said he knew we cannot suspend or postpone the match because there are some rules that all the teams have accepted. But he sold the match very good. It means like he talked about the match very good, like saying we have a problem. No, he created an ambience that Barcelona was that Barcelona would come to the pitch and then we would win just because they lost a lot of players. Okay, that's true. Xavi said that the match is going to be very difficult because all the players we have out, and that's true. I mean, we were playing with kind of second team, and if you read the comments of this section, if you could understand Spanish, people were criticizing the manager Luis Garcia because of that. How can he come to criticize Xavi's words when Xavi won him with a second team from Barcelona? It's a team that is playing in second division B or third division for translating. No? Anyway, he said he did it pretty good. He was great in the press conference, and then they put players that they didn't have signed in. Later, he criticized La Liga, saying that they have had all the season many players injured or with COVID, and they are the team that more players has out due to the same situation. No, but which players? They were not signed. Someone said Ferran, but Ferran Torres is not Ferran. Ferran, who was in the convo, actually is Jutgla, because it's the same name, Ferran Jutgla. But it makes no sense that this kind of things. And I was looking for information, trying to think maybe he was talking about the players from the youth teams or from second division teams. And I was looking for information. But anyway, La Liga accepts these kind of things. You can ask players from second teams or for youth teams to come to play to Barcelona. As far as they have 16 years or more, they can play with the first team, even though they are not in the first team. They are not signed in the first team. They come from the filial for something, from a team that is related to Barcelona. That's why it's called Barcelona B, because it's related to Barcelona. And if we need players, we bring them from there. Sorry. So I really don't understand what he was criticizing. Which player? I don't know. Stalis? But Stanis was in Barcelona already. I don't understand, really. Anyway, Canva. This is the Canva. Ter Stegen, Des came back with Dembele, Daniel, Memphis, Jordi Alba, who was the other day already, with who else? Gavi, Balde, Abde, all these players who got COVID came back. Memphis actually, Memphis actually was out because of an injury, and he's back too. We talked about that before, that if Memphis felt better, they are going to play. So that's the starting 11 I think he's going to put. And I'm going to explain you why he's not going to put this one. Ter Stegen on the goal, as usual, Piqué, Alves, and Alba. Then 4 midfielders to control the midfield. We'd have Busquets, and then 3 more. Gavi, Puig, and Nico, and finally we'll have, Ilaix, Jutgla, and Dembele. The problem is that with this formation we have 4 players with the second division, and if we get a red card from one player from the first team, we lose the match. Okay, there is no option. You have to have 7 players, especially now that we've recovered a lot of players. You have to have 7 players from the first team, and if you lose 1 player from the first team, having 4, you will have 6, and then the match will be lost for Barcelona. So that's how I think they are going to play, with a 4-3-3, having Gavi and Nico from the second team, with Jutgla the other days he was playing quite well, and then Luke De Jong again there. Also, I was watching the training session, and I think Luke De Jong did some quite good things. So no, it will not be weird to see him there. And the last thing I want to talk about is this man. I read in somewhere, I cannot say it's a media, but I read somewhere that Coutinho is going to forgive a part of the money to Barcelona. Don't know if that's true or not. If so, because Xavi said yesterday that Coutinho reduced his salary and now accepted to go out. And then Xavi was saying that we have to applaud him. So thank you, Coutinho, if that's true, because that says a lot of him. And that's all for today, guys. A hard match at 6:30 in Spain. Whatever you are, calculate more or less. Here it's going to be midnight and 30 minutes, so 12:30. Probably I will watch it tomorrow. But anyway, thank you for watching us. Thank you for everything. Thank you for subscribing. If you didn't subscribe, you have the red button down there. And hope you enjoyed the match, and see you tomorrow in the next video. Have a nice day.